prediction that has been made by the pollsters. Let's take a look at the polls for West Bengal.
Let's look at the numbers from Bengal, the poll of polls on your screen. JVC, take us through the numbers. First yours, and we have the poll of polls numbers, but what is your reading of the sentiment in Bengal?
See, phase 1 has clearly belonged to BJP. They're getting close to around 90 to 100 seats. And in the phase 2, the data which we have collected as on 5 p.m., we have released the data. We need to look into the data probably by tomorrow. We'll have to sanitize some of the data, and then we'll be in a position to confirm these numbers or probably change our numbers also. But phase 1 momentum, phase 1's anger against Mamata government and TMC, and fear was missing, fear had gone. If that had continued, then probably we are going to see something very similar to what we have shown as far as phase 2 is concerned.
And if your numbers don't hold, what would you blame?
See, in Bengal, there are two things which you need to keep in mind. In Bengal, as far as phase 2 is concerned, in the morning, when I was coming to the studio, I was told by many of the surveyors that people are not willing to disclose. Over 50% of them were not willing to disclose, were not saying. And that is a big factor. Not saying because of TMC fear, not saying because paramilitary forces are there. I don't know, because I'm not on the ground today, I'm in the studio today. So I will not be in a position to make that judgment. But this is the common message which I got from my researchers.
Okay, let me ask you, one simple question. Were you under pressure, fear? That's the word in currency.
Why? What for?
Giving these numbers?
Why? See, at the end of the day...
No, the fear of performance, you're not from any party.
Absolutely no. Pranesh, there is no fear of performance. Okay, a cephalogist can succeed, a cephalogist can fail. Okay, in Bihar, I said if you cross 157, 205 is the limit. Delhi, there was pressure from everybody, but still I went ahead with my numbers. Maharashtra, So there is no pressure. What we hear from the people, what we see, that is what we basically analyze and put it together.
Okay, it's a tight fight. Sanju Verma, will this be the first for the BJP in West Bengal?
Pranesh, you can accuse me of being super optimistic, but I will just say this. BJP is not only going to win West Bengal, but it will be a massive landslide. The TMC will be obliterated. Mark my words, the 29th of April today on your show, I'm saying TMC will be wiped out. And all these TMC acolytes of Mamata Banerjee, these Mahua Moitra types and your Derek O'Brien types. Derek O'Brien cannot even win a society election, and he's saying, will Narendra resign if the TMC comes back to power? आपकी औकात क्या है डेरेक ओब्रायन? ही इज नरेंद्र मोदी जी. कोई आपके ये स्कूल के बड्डी नहीं है जो नरेंद्र विल यू रिजाइन. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू वन थिंग. प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी को जिसने चुनौती दी है, लुक एट वेयर दे स्टैंड टुडे. दिस मैन कॉल्ड अरविंद केजरीवाल कॉल्ड प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी अ कावर्ड एंड अ साइकोपैथ. आज उसकी पूरी पार्टी ने बगावत कर दी है. सो द प्रीकर्सर ऑफ थिंग्स टू कम कैन बी सीन फ्रॉम द मैसिव वोटर टर्नआउट. व्हेन यू हैव अ 93% वोटर टर्नआउट, it means status quo is no longer kosher. It means
Sanju Verma, no, 1 minute. That is conventional wisdom, but there have been exceptions. Bihar mein kya hua tha, ma'am? Maharashtra mein kya hua tha? That day you were saying pro-incumbency. Yahan pe bhi ho sakta hai?
I will answer that. That's a very interesting question. मैंने पहले भी ये कहा है, and I will reinforce this. महाराष्ट्र लोकसभा इलेक्शंस में बीजेपी का परफॉर्मेंस लेफ्ट अ लॉट टू बी डिजायर्ड. वोटर टर्नआउट कितना था लोकसभा 2024 में महाराष्ट्र से? 54.3%. Within a few months, in October 2024, you had assembly elections in Maharashtra. The voter turnout was 67.9, the highest in 3 decades in Maharashtra. And BJP had a clean sweep. The NDA had a clean sweep in Maharashtra with BJP's own strike rate, 91%. The best ever by any government.
All I'm saying is that there has been, 1 minute, ma'am, there has been a pro-incumbency vote. So, how can you be so sure? It can go either way.
Pranesh, pro-incumbency at the cost of, somebody telling me, oh, you're being a cheerleader for Narendra Modi. Pro-incumbency is a concept. I repeat, pro-incumbency is a concept which is very, very specific to Narendra Modi, very, very specific to BJP. In the case of Mamata Banerjee, it is classic anti-incumbency because what is her track record?